Survival.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
I wonder why my table is moving and not even touching my table.
Ivern, why don't you roll me D30 again?
Crazy.
25 orcs.
Wow. No, thank you.
They're 5 each, that makes sense.
Alright. As you guys are traveling through this plains land, you start to go into a more marshy area. The air gets damp. You can smell the humidity in the air. You come across a few broken down houses that also look like they were attacked, burned down, and there's no sign of corpses, just signs of struggle. But as Ivern's looking through that, he picks up in an old chest that was buried slightly under the ground that he noticed when he stepped on it. And you open up that small unlocked chest and you find a blood aura plate, which is a small little metal plate about the size of your palm with a rune inscribed into it. If you attach this onto your armor, you will steal health from the people around you for a few turns.
Wow.
Nice.
It does
And
not
what's it called? A blood?
blood armor plate,
Blood armor plate. Not bad.
and it does not tell who's friendly and who's
Did you
hostile.
like it?
Just steals health from anyone around you.
Awesome. That was the cosplay for the Comic Con
Sweet.
Lex appeal. Yeah, that was a silly idea that we had it, but it was a lot of fun. Walking
With
around.
survival from Lowhand, you guys make it on the correct path there. You avoid any sinkholes so the car can get through safely.
We still need to put the video about Comic Con.
No one else says really
That
anything
one-
interesting,
that
but
was-
you guys notice something a bit weird. As you're traveling through... What was that?
I was just gonna say, we noticed that you made the magenta stuff look even worse now.
Well, you know, you now have a better understanding of it, so it kind of looks like that in your mind when you think about it. But, as you're traveling through this swampy area, and you're getting mud all over your boots, and it's seeping into your socks, and it's a terrible, terrible experience, because everyone hates wet socks, you start noticing that the trees have very oddly shaped limbs. In fact, the limbs look like arms with hands and fingers. They look as if someone has purposely gone to every one of these trees and carved out each branch to look like an arm with hands and fingers.
Can I make sure that's what it is? And not
Yeah,
living
you do
trees?
nature.
Yeah. Because, I just got killed by a living tree in Dark Souls. I don't trust trees. Yeah.
With the 19 nature,
Just
these
got
trees are
killed
definitely
by-
carved to look this way,
Okay.
Oh god.
but some sort of druid
Just
cap would have
so
have to been
forget
used to
people.
encourage
Oh,
them
don't
to
forget people. Sorry.
grow in enough thickness where you can get this much detail out of them. Because, like, the width of the thumb is the width of your thumb.
Except
The width of the arm is the width of your armor, relatively.
Blizzard.
Okay.
So,
So
here,
other than it looking very disturbing, it's not going to kill us.
it's a sign that someone has been doing stuff around here, but it's not going to kill you right now.
Wow.
But an eerie
Not
tone
right now.
settles amongst the group. Everyone gets pretty quiet, and you start heading into a more fog-infested area. Many times, Bassinet is asked, "Are you sure we're going the right way?" And he responds, "Yes." 20 minutes later, "Yes." 20 minutes later, "Yes." You can stop asking. When you start approaching fields, like wheat and corn. But these fields haven't been attended to for a while, and you can see they've been pillaged by all sorts of different animals. Little pickings picked out here and there.
I smell like bacon.
Bill even notices a few possums running into the trees.
Oh, possums.
Through the thickness of the fog, you can barely make out a few houses, and it looks as if people are scared of you as no one's coming out to greet you at this time. There are no lights on in them houses,
Uh-oh.
but you start making your way onto a path. And in the thickness of the fog before you, You can see a wall and a gate.
I can see
It
nothing.
appears you have arrived.
Oh,
Oops.
these houses are giant.
How are they giant?
Now compared.
What do you
Am I
mean?
just super zoomed in?
I think you're super zoomed in.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, now I notice those are ships.
Stillness sits amongst the group
Oh.
as you approach the gate. The gates appear to be closed, and Bassinet motions for everyone to stop. When he mentions, or he speaks aloud, I'll go make sure they grant us a welcome reunion. Does anyone wish to intervene or assist him?
I'll follow him up.
Can I see how long these plants have died? Like, how long
Been
ago?
unattended to?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make a nature.
I'm gonna scout these buildings here, look.
With a 17 on nature, it's been over a month that they've been unattended to. And it's
Okay.
right near harvest season, so it's a bad sign.
Yeah.
Karun goes to the house. It's just an old, rundown wooden building. There are windows on it. There's no window panes. There's no shutters. Do you want to look inside?
Yeah, just have a quick squiz around, nothing extravagant.
It appears to be completely empty. There are belongings inside of it. There are no people inside of it, though. It's as if someone just stopped living there.
No valuables, anything like that?
Not that you notice off first hand, but there are some dressers in there you can open up.
Yeah, I'll have a reach around to those.
Any kitchen supplies in the houses or not anymore?
There's a
Doesn't
few.
look like it.
There's a few forks and knives.
Nothing major.
Nothing major.
Okay.
Do.
I'm gonna start building my
So,
house.
Lohan, as you and Bassinet are coming up to the gate, he speaks aloud in a very formal greeting.
Not my house, my kitchen.
I am Bassinet Blacksteel, the Blacksteel clan, here to greet the sons of Lynn. He who we have had such friendly dealings with in the past, we seek your aid and kindship. And there's a small creak in the door as an old face appears at it. And Bassin speaks up, well, open up. And the old face speaks to him, this isn't a good time. Bassin kind of looks aback, or is taken aback. Not a good time, have we offended you in some way? No, this is not a good time. You could be on your way. You don't have to be here right now. My brothers have aided the brothers of Lynn for generations, and you wish to turn us away at your front door? No, it's not that. It's just you don't have to be here right now. We of the Blacksteel clan demand your recompense for this. You will allow us in, you will give us aid, and you will give us food. And there will be no more speaking of this. Is that understood?
Give us food.
Yes, you can come see my master. And he opens up the gate. And Bassinet motions to the group.
I'm going to say in Elvish to the group, our royal welcome might not be so welcome.
And-
I respond in Elvis also saying, well, they haven't had tended to their fields in at least a month, so their food supply is probably running low.
You're interrupted by a very cheerful halfling going, Guests? We're going to have guests? Oh, you said we weren't going to have guests. We were going to have guests, so we weren't cleaning, we weren't taking care of the place, but we're actually having guests. I'm going to go dust right now. You told me not to dust because we're having guests. He starts running off towards the large building to the south. Bassinet gives a great stare to the old man, looking him up and down, like, we mean no offense, it's just we're not very suited to handle guests right now. We have been attacked. Our people are tired and wounded. You will not turn us away. Oh, of course not. And
Are there signs of them being under siege?
no,
No.
Yeah, like what does it look like inside? I mean, is it overgrown? Does it look
it just looks very still. There's a lot of fog still in this area, not as much as outside. The walls of this place are quite thick. It would resist any sieges for a bit. They're taller than 20 feet. There's a few buildings around who don't look very well maintained. A large building to the southwest, which does look maintained. A building to the south, which looks massive. Only 1 story tall, though. And besides the stillness of the place, there doesn't appear to be anything wrong with it.
As I walk past this man, this old guy, I stop and ask him, "Sir, you said you've been attacked. By what exactly?"
No, it's just we aren't ready for guests is all. It's not a good time. We've people don't like to be here, and so they've been leaving, and we haven't been able to upkeep. We aren't ready to invite tourists.
I've also noticed that you haven't tended your fields in over a month.
Oh yes, they left. The farmers all left. They don't want to live here anymore. It's hard living in a marsh, you know. People think they see things when they don't.
why don't they want to live here anymore?
That's interesting.
People think they see things. People think they're under some sort of curse, but it's just the way the land reeks, you know. It has something old in it.
Can you elaborate on that?
I don't really know what you mean, sir. That's a simple matter of fact. This is just an old place, so people are very uncomfortable here. It's not very settled. The land is full of muck. We don't have stone pavement. People just don't like to live here.
Wow. And the place looks so nice.
You can do an insight.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
Same.
And this is a place full of yokai
Oh,
that's gonna
well.
kill us.
Ugh.
Wow. Good.
Oh, well, this place looks fine, guys.
So he seems a bit senile. Like he probably shouldn't be caretaking anything.
Right.
Yeah, but
Safe
Karun, like, yeah, I guess he just isn't very knowledgeable. Also, you guys,
And just an Elven to say, what an idiot.
you hear Bassin mention to one of his mates. Seems it's Thokahal. He says, "Now that we're here, unhook the boar, ride north. It'll probably be a few days travel from here, but you can get help and fetch some rewards for our companions here. Maybe even some paperwork to help them sign up for actual mercenary work if they're going to be doing this out here." As I mentioned the last time, the beans was spilled that you guys aren't an official group, and Bassinet had pressured you, "Hey, sign up with the Black Steel as a Black Steel mercenary, where we give you more jobs, but we take a large cut of whatever you get."
Yeah. I mean, we'll take the paperwork. Doesn't mean we'll join, though.
Oh, that seems like it'd be very offensive to not join. Why wouldn't you want to join
We're
them?
doing a side quest, and now we got
You
another
think-
side quest.
There are people better than the Black Steel Dwarves?
The
Not that
L5
better.
works for no one.
It's just that if we join a mercenary group, that means we're bound by rules, and sometimes rules get in the way. So sometimes best not to be constrained by rules.
The dwarf. The hoof steps keep running off in the distance until you can hear them no more. The old man speaks once more and goes like, "We have a bathhouse. If you are tired, I can stoke the fires and get it running again."
I could do with a bath.
Do you have a marketplace or a trader, merchant?
No, I'm afraid all the traders moved on. They don't like to live here anymore.